up? It's Grace, and right now I'm going to be doing an unhaul video. And unhaul videos are always pretty controversial because I'm probably going to get rid of some of your favorite books, maybe your favorite book ever. And I know that pain because I can say, like, listen guys, we all have our own opinions, we're adults, let's put it at that. But there's been times when I've been watching unhauls and my heart literally cracks because I'm like, how can you get rid of that book? But I completely understand. Some books are just not other people's cup of tea, and that is just fine. You know, we just gotta deal with it even though it hurts, but life hurts a little bit sometimes. So I have a lot of books here, and dare I say that a lot of them I think are some people's favorite books, which is kind of exciting because, I don't know, that's kind of exciting. But anyway, me and Snicket are ready to get on with this unhaul video. Also, I'm going to be giving these books, or I'm gonna sell them to the last bookstore in LA whenever I get the time to drive down there. I'm sorry, you know, shipping is very, very expensive, and yeah. But first, check out this rad shirt I got at Forever 21. It says, boys and wait, what does it say? Boys in books are better than in real life. Sorry about it, but it's kind of true. I'm not gonna go too into detail on why I'm getting rid of these books, just because there's a lot, and I'm not gonna go too in depth on what they're about because there's a lot of books. So the first book I'm gonna be unhauling is Scorched by Jennifer L. Armentrout. While I read this, it was enjoyable, but I did have a lot of problems with it. I believe I gave it 3 stars, but I think it's more like of a 2.5 star book. And I just feel like it is a good book for other people, I guess. So I think that it will find a good home. Next book I'm going to be unhauling, I tried to read the first chapter and I just knew I wasn't really going to like the book. And my sister got it for me on a road trip, and she found it at a free library. And I wanted to keep it for, I don't know, sentimental values, but I'm just never going to read it. And that is A Kingdom of Dreams by Judith McNaught. This is like a fantasy Scottish romance novel. It has pretty good reviews on Goodreads. I just don't think it's my thing. This book I'm getting rid of is Atlantia by Ali Condie, and I was sent this by Penguin Teen because I moderated a panel with Ali Condie, and Ali Condie is such a fantastic lady. She's incredibly smart. She's a wonderful person. I just didn't really like this book. I tried to physically read it, couldn't get into it, then I bought didn't buy the audiobook. I had like a free token or whatever on Amazon. I got the audiobook and I just was so bored through that audiobook, and I just didn't enjoy it. But she's a wonderful person. I just, you know, yeah. Books I have here are Poison Princess and Endless Night by Cressley Cole. I only read the first book, and I thought that the plot was so great and the whole like post-apocalyptic storyline was super great, but the main character was okay. She was really not that smart. But the boy in this, he was gross and I didn't like him, and I gave it 2 stars, I think, and I just don't care enough to continue, so yeah. Next book I have here was one of my first purchases from thebookoutlet.com, and you know that I just kind of bought it because it was a cent or something. I don't think it was a cent. Maybe it was. It was so cheap that I just had to get it, and I just don't think I'll ever read it. And that is Memoirs of a Teenage Amnesiac. I'm kind of on the fence about this one because I've heard really great things. I just don't have any motivation to read this. But if you want to try and convince me otherwise, comment and tell me the reasoning. I don't know. Next book that I'll be unhauling is Soundless by Rochelle Mead. I was sent this in exchange for a review by Penguin Teen, and unfortunately I just didn't like this book. The characters were really just flat for me, and it could have been so good, but alas, it just wasn't my thing. The next book that I'll be unhauling is very popular on BookTube, and it's Red Rising by Pierce Brown. I got a little bit more than halfway through this book, and I just really was not enjoying it, and it was to the point where I was getting in a reading slump, so I finally just put it off, and I was like, no, I'm not going to finish it. Maybe I'll finish it later. And I hate not finishing books, but I just don't want to try and put effort into books that I don't enjoy, and this was just one of them. I can see why people like it, I just happen to just not like it, I guess. Next books that I'm going to be unhauling are some people's favorite trilogy. I know a lot of people love this trilogy, and I did love the first 2 books, but I really did not like the last book to the point where I'm unhauling it. And that is The Legend Trilogy by Marie Lu. I really wish I loved the last book, but I just happened to not like it at all. It was very boring for me, very slow paced, and it just didn't end the way I wanted it to. So they will find a good home. The next book that I'll be getting rid of is, I would say that as much as people like it, as many people don't like it. It's like a 50-50 thing. And I happen to be the people that didn't like it, and that is Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. I hear the battle cries, I hear you guys saying no, but I'm gonna get rid of it because I'm not gonna continue on. And I know that a lot of people will enjoy this if you haven't read a lot of dystopian or fantasy, or even if you have read a lot of that and you just really enjoy it. You'll probably enjoy this. I just happen to not. You know, that happens sometimes. Next book that I'm going to be getting rid of was a recent purchase, and this has just made me realize that I shouldn't buy books on a whim because I'm feeling like down and I think I should buy a book to make me feel better. Because of this book that I'm getting rid of, I started using my local library and I've read 3 books from them. And I don't know why, but reading library books is so magical. I don't know why, it's just so... Okay, anyway, the book that I am talking about is The Great Hunt by Wendy Higgins. I gave it 2.5 stars. I just didn't enjoy it. I had a lot of problems with it, and it's going to be getting rid of. It's in great condition because it's brand new, and I'm not very smart when I bought this. On the plus side, I have only bought in I only actually have bought in 3 books in the past like month and a half, which is great. And the last 2 books that I'm going to be getting rid of, or I might get rid of, I don't know. They're just books that have been on my shelf for so long that I'm like, am I ever gonna read them? So if you think that they're good enough for me to keep and read, please let me know, because if you can convince me, I will keep them. The first one is Compulsion by Martina Boone. I think this is like a paranormal book. It deals with like a family curse. I got this 2 Christmases ago from my mom. Thanks, Mom, but I might unhaul it. But if you've read this and you liked it, let me know. And the next book is The Queen's Choice by Kayla Clover, which is the second book in the Heirs of Crier trilogy. I know this deals with Fae, and I got this book before I started BookTube actually, and I just haven't read it, and I haven't really heard anything about it, but if you read it, it would be of much help to let me know if you liked it or not. So those are all the books that I'm going to be unhauling. I hope I didn't break too many hearts with this video, but you know, it's really good to like get rid of things that you don't really find necessary to keep. It's just uplifting. Snake, can you not bark in my videos? It's so rude. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.